Greetings and salutes, everyone! Welcome back to another episode of Talkin' Tactical. Let's just begin by getting through our initial tertiaries, and then we will dive right into the subject, because I have some opinions. And before I get started on the tertiaries, please, everybody, click the share button, share this around. I want to get as many eyes and ears on this as possible, because I want to hear your guys' opinions on this video. Please let everybody know. Come on into live. Bring your questions. Bring your comments. Bring your concerns. I just want to hear everybody's opinions on this because it affects all of us in the YouTube community and in the airsoft community in general. So, with that being said, let's get started with the tertiaries, as I also call them, otherwise known as the sales pitch. So, guys, let me double check the numbers real quick. We got 883 subscribers. 883 of you beautiful, wonderful, amazing people. I appreciate every single one of you. We have grown a lot since I did a short dump over the weekend. I hope you guys appreciate the Airsoft collection, and thank you all for liking those videos, giving me the views, and giving comments. Please continue to do so. Share those around. But with that being said, I'm going to say that a lot, I think. But 883 subscribers. We're so close. We're like that far away. Like that far. Like, you know, when you're looking on a map, you know, how far away are we? Like that far away from 950 subscribers, where I will be giving away a replica bag so you can carry your stuff to the field without getting in trouble and in comfort and style. So I'm also giving away a 1911 replica in that giveaway. Those two things will be coming to one winner. But first, we got to be going up to that 950 subscriber mark, and then we'll do the giveaway for that. Shortly after that, very, very shortly after 950 subscribers, we hit the 1,000 subscriber mark. And guys, that's when the big stuff happens. I will then start a GoFundMe campaign, and then as a whole, I want to bring the community together, and we'll all pitch in and try to get enough funds raised so we can get a $150,000 mystery box truck from Airsoft GI. And then I'm going to give the whole thing away. There'll be an unboxing event where there will be giveaways there. And then over the channel, until the whole thing is gone, I will be doing giveaways, mystery box builds, all sorts of things. I will be giving away stuff at the fields when I go there, to events I go to, until the whole thing is gone. I'm not keeping anything for myself off this. This is all going back to you guys, because I want to grow this community into a bigger, better thing. Because it's already a great thing, and I just want to get it bigger. I just want to get it better. And we can't deny that every single one of you wants to see what's in that $150,000 mystery box truck. I know it was only put up as a joke, but I want to call their bluff. I want to get one. I want to show it off. I want to do it. They know about it. We've talked about it over on their lives. So, guys, let's get to that 1,000 subscriber mark. Let's get that truck. Let's go. Now, I'm going to be pinning a link here in the chat. For the Discord. Please join the Discord. Become part of Task Force Shrubbery. I don't know why I couldn't just say that right then. Also, if you join the Discord, there's a little section in there where you can support the channel by picking up your Squirrely Nuts Airsoft merch. We got these beautiful patches right here. These are $10 each. Hit me up on Discord and get you one of these. Also, you can call your hits in style with one of these puppies. Make sure I have it going the right way. A roadkill rag. These are all custom, hand-drawn by me. They're numbered 1 to 100. Once we hit 100, the design changes. Guys, go ahead and hit me up. These are $5 each. Hit me up on Discord. Or you can go to the channel description, hit me up on Instagram, find me over there, and you can DM me there. Please, support the channel. Grab your patch. Grab your roadkill rag. Or you can custom order a tie-dye shemagh where you can pick whatever color you want, and my beautiful friends over at Grundy Dyes will make you a great piece of art you can wear or hang on the wall. Also, guys, if you join the Discord, that means you will be privy to the Task Force Shrubbery meetups. What that is once you join the Discord and you're part of Task Force Shrubbery, once a year we do the Task Force Shrubbery meetup at an event that I pick, and we all meet up over there. And then you can get yourself one of these fantastic patches that you can only get from me in person at a Task Force Shrubbery meetup. These guys right here. So the next meetup is going to be April 12th and 13th in Sheboygan, Wisconsin at Operation Blacklist, an event put on by Mere Tactical. Not sponsored and have nothing to do with the creation of said event. I just go play it, and that's the one I picked that we're all going to do the meetup at. So, guys, tickets I know are super low. Super duper low. But go over to MireTactical.com. Get your tickets for Operation Blacklist. We are playing on Green Team. Squirrel Team 6 is coming out in force. Go get your tickets. Come on out to Sheboygan April 12th and 13th. Play some Airsoft. Get your Task Force Shrubbery patch. And have a good time. Like I said, Squirrel Team 6 is going to be out in force. Come out, say hi, meet the guys, get some pictures. I'll even sign stuff if you want it, for some strange reason, if you want an autograph. So, guys, come on out, say hi, and get yourself a Task Force Shrubbery patch by joining the Discord and coming out to the meetup. So, I think that is roughly about it for now. I wanted to breeze through that because tonight's Talking Tactical, guys, is going to be quite chock full of interesting things. Quite chock full of interesting things. Ghost, you said that they're close to selling out for the Mere Tactical Operation Blacklist tickets. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's been really close for a while. Tickets are limited. Once they hit the cap, it's done. So please go get your tickets, guys. But let's get into tonight's subject. If you couldn't tell by the thumbnail and the title, USAirsoft, Mr. Scott Hollenbeck, did a video that took him a long time to make, and I was waiting a while for it to come out because he mentioned it a few times on his channel. I posted the link for the video in the description of this. If you have not seen it, please go watch the full 110 minutes. It is an info dump. Please go watch it, pay attention, be a sponge, absorb all the information, because the way that I took that video is there was a lot of doom and gloom in it, and it seemed very negative, but I took it as an informative, educational moment on what we as a whole in the Airsoft community can do to fix things. Unfortunately, it's not at fun, but also it gave us a lot of pointers on what we can do to keep on expanding Airsoft on YouTube to be a better thing. Please, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, just put a Q in front of it in the chat. I will get to it as soon as possible. I'm going to try to not ramble so much on one subject at a time because this is going to be a lot. I just rewatched the video before making this to get the bullet points out of it that I really wanted to talk about. But here we go. 1, Scott, if you watch this, appreciate you. Love you, bro. Your content's awesome. I really hate the fact that you've stated you're going to probably step away. Not cool. That's just the fault of YouTube. I really hope you don't go anywhere permanently, and I understand why you're going. But also, thank you for making the video. And if you ever want to chat, reach out on Discord or Instagram. All the links are in the channel description, or they'll be in the chat down here. There's also a link to the Discord in the description of this video. So, let's get into it. Let me give you a quick synopsis of what this is about. So, the video is a YouTube expose on if there's shadow banning's true, all the things about like negative connotations that YouTube's trying to, get rid of Airsoft, and stuff like that. And what he did is he spoke to a lot of YouTubers. He spoke to a lot of content creators from all spectrums, from all over the place. Actual 2A content creators and Airsoft content creators. He also pretty much narrowed it down to 3 people that he asked the brunt of the questions to that had the most informative value. He had one person who's Mr. Red. There was 3 people, and he calls them Mr. Red, Mr. White, and Mr. Black. Obviously to protect their identity, which is a big deal. I may mix these up, but I'm pretty sure I got the order correct. Mr. White is somebody who's worked in the YouTube industry. Mr. Red is a large airsoft, or not a large airsoft YouTuber, but a large YouTuber, excessively large, who's a preferred content creator. Like, he never says any names in this, which is a good thing. But apparently, if you search certain things, you'll see him pop up in the first thing. And then Mr. Black is someone who works, I should say, in the content review one of the content review companies that checks out videos for violations, and is able to do banning, if videos can appeal processes and stuff like that. But yeah, it's a very, very informative video. Unfortunately, it does include a lot of doom and gloom. I'm going to try to stay more on the positive side, but it's going to kind of be unavoidable. Because a lot of, like I said, there's a lot in this 110-minute long video. And I was going to record me doing a full watch through with the little picture-in-picture thing, but that would have been like a 2.5, 3 hour long video. Nobody wants to sit through all of that. So we're doing this in a live. I'm going to bullet point some things. First things first, out the gate on, one of the big headlines of the title of his video is shadow banning a thing? 100% is confirmed in said video through his interview questions with people that shadow banning is a thing. They in the industry, on the inside of it, they do not call it shadow banning. It is called the content creator suppression program, which doesn't sound any better. But within said program, it essentially is where if they deem you not to be pushed at anything at all, it's, you're shadow banned. That's what it is. If you do any mild violation, like, depending on the violation level, they'll shadow ban you, which sucks. Anybody who really makes airsoft content, any size of channel of airsoft content, I guarantee at some point in time, unless you just started, you have felt the squeeze of that suppression program. I know I have. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but yeah, it's real. It's 100% real. And I don't have any community guideline strikes, but I can tell you in the time that I've been doing this in the last couple of years, I have seen the plateaus. I have seen the just dead stops of views. And you can tell when it's like they turn off a switch, it just stops. And you'll creep through maybe 1 or 2 views or so, but it's a real thing. And yes, airsoft is kind of sort of targeted, just because of the content that involves with airsoft and related to real things. But it's now, as I'm going to run through this, my main might jump around. I'm going to try to stick to my bullet points that I have. But with the shadow banning, there's something else that pops up in the video about that kind of addresses what has always been a theory of mine, is that obviously they use AI to detect things in videos, and confirmed, not confirmed, but they do. It's just the shape of a replica that'll set it off. And when your video goes up or down for said reason, to review, or comes down because of said reason, it goes to a review process, where if you appeal the video, it goes to a real person to watch the video. Now, this is where you might get some ruffled feathers, everybody. And this made me really, 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 really mad. And this is probably where the meat and potatoes of what I think is truly wrong with the system is right here. When you go to the appeals process for a video, it goes to a real person to review your video. Now, as he asked questions to Mr. Black, who is a video reviewer, these things came up, and honestly, if you don't get a little mad about this, I would be surprised, because I do not like censorship as much as I don't like, certain subjects being spoken about online that don't need to be. But censorship, period, is bad, because I feel that you limit people's capability of understanding things when they can't see it. Without education, there's no understanding. So if you just block content from being seen, you can't learn from it. Now, like I said, when you go to this appeals process, it goes to a real person. They only have somewhere between 2 to 3 minutes to review your video. Make that make sense. 2 to 3 minutes to review a video that could potentially be an hour long. Make that make sense. Because, one, you have 2 to 3 minutes to review a video that's anywhere between 15 minutes, however the length is. But regardless of the fact, 2 to 3 minutes. Unless the video is 2 to 3 minutes long, you're not going to get the full context of it, which hinders the people trying to put content on your platform, which also reduces your monetary flow. Personally, that's bad business. If you're going to send something to be reviewed by somebody, they need to watch the whole thing. Because if you're only getting snippets of it, you're not seeing context. Context plays a big, big, big part when you're reviewing something for an appeal. Because if you're not getting the context, bias comes in, just narrow-mindedness, and it just proves that they don't care about you, the content creator, which is where their money comes from, is your content going up on their platform to drive ad revenue up. And if you're blocking content from being put up because you only see 2 to 3 minutes of it or less, and you're just like, which this also opens up the interpretation of, oh, I've heard of this person and I don't like them, so I'm just going to flag it and say no. And they watch like maybe 10 to 30 seconds of it. That's not fair, period. And yes, I know life isn't fair, but that ain't right, man. That ain't right. That's inhumane. That's wrong. Like, you're not even giving people a chance, because when you enter into said appeal process and you're somebody who is reviewing that, you should be reviewing it from a completely unbiased opinion. Go by the community guidelines and the terms of service, not your opinion. Because just because you don't like somebody means that you screw them over. That just proves that you, I'm not going to mince words on this one. This just proves that you're a terrible human being. If your opinion dictates the fact that somebody's content based on just, I've heard of them, and you don't know the context, you don't understand any of it, you just, oh, I've heard of them and I don't like them. That's not okay. You're a horrible human being. And that's not how that job is supposed to work. You're supposed to be appealing and going by the terms of service and terms of use and community guidelines of YouTube, not your opinion. It makes no sense, because if you're allowing people's personal opinions to dictate whose content is okay or not, you're going to end up with one of the largest echo chambers ever. And it's going to be flatlining eventually. I'm not saying it's going to do it today or tomorrow, but if you create a negative echo chamber like that, nobody's going to want to use your platform anymore at all. And, I know the YouTube itself is going to be watching this or reviewing it, and probably if it gets dropped, it's because of the content. I know it is, because they don't like being bad-mouthed. But I'm not really bad-mouthing them. I'm just calling them out on straight BS. So hold on, let me see a small paragraph in there. Censorship from Ghost. Hold on, let me hold that thought. Censorship in any form is wrong. They know by cutting time. They know they blocking. They purposely set impossible tasks for their own employees. That is true. That is true. It is an impossible task to review any video in anywhere of a couple of minutes. It is not okay. And I understand that these people are inundated with constant appeals and reviews for millions of people because it's global. But at the same time, if you're not giving anybody the fair shake, you're it's not okay. And it's not, period. If somebody appeals a video getting taken down, you need to watch that whole video and find the specific exact reason. Now, Scott, in his video, when he was asking Mr. Black about this, in that 2 to 3 minute time span, he flat out says that there are arbitrary timestamps that they usually just hit. Like, if just to tap that they quote unquote watched it, and then they'll slap it. That's not okay either, because that's just arbitrarily. And again, goes back to the people dictating their personal opinion. Now, when it comes to personal opinion, oh, wait, I see a what makes me so mad. Plasma, what makes you so mad? What grinds your gears in this subject? What makes me so mad is knowing how much work/time people put into their channels. They build a huge community, and YouTube can choose not to pay their creators because they don't like them. Now, you were getting right into where I was going next with the appealing and personal opinion. Now, when the appeals process goes in, it's not YouTube as a whole. It's the appealer. The person that is reviewing the video, it is up to them. Now, when you're injecting personal opinion, unfortunately, when Mr. Scott Hollenbeck was asking Mr. Black about the appeals process, he brought up the question of personal politics. Now, I'm not getting into a political discussion on here. Not happening. We will not do this on this channel. And personally, politics needs to stay out of Airsoft, period. But apparently, a lot of the reviewers, unfortunately, are on that side that don't like anything to do with replicas or real steel or anything of the sort. So the majority of them just auto go, hey, Airsoft, we don't like you. Give us the finger and slap the videos. Arbitrary timestamps and all that stuff. That right there, again, proves that you are a horrible human being because you are injecting your political opinion on somebody else. That is, again, not okay. Especially when we're talking about here in the United States. Dude, not cool. Not cool at all. I think it is disgusting and wrong on all levels that employees who are paid to review appeals or review videos that get flagged inject their personal opinions on things. When you do that job, you should be signing a contract acknowledging that you will never interject your personal opinion no matter how strongly you feel about it. Politics, race, religion, creed, any of that. It needs to be bare bones, by the book, terms of service, community guidelines. Nothing else. Because, again, interjecting your personal opinion just because either you don't like it, you don't like the content, you don't like the look of something because it just rubs you the wrong way. Nah, dude, that's your opinion, not the opinion of the whole community, because there is a large community of airsofters that want to see this content and people that want to come into Airsoft and see the content. I've kind of gone on a rant on this, but it's just that is the most infuriating part of the video, is hearing that people interject their personal opinions when they are paid to do a specific job. That is not part of your job, is to interject your personal opinion. Period. You were supposed to review the video, and if it violates terms of service or community guidelines. That's it. If you don't like how I say it, don't care. You can smack this video down. You guys have already shadow banned me a bunch of times. But that, not okay. Personally, if I was running that company and I found out about people interjecting their personal opinions on doing their job just to review videos on basing it on community guidelines or violations or terms of service use, and they were interjecting their personal opinion or shadow banning people just because they heard of them and they don't like them, immediate firing. Because that's not part of your job description. I don't care. I really don't. Every job has a specific description, and I guarantee personal opinion interjected on your appeal process is not one of them. It's like, what? Imagine pushing politics on a hobby that's the embodiment of our childhood, imaginary battles. We would make up the toys that we had available. Exactly, Prime Tech. It's like people completely forget as they get older and get entrenched and drowned in their personal politics and thoughts and opinions and crap. They forget that they were kids. They did this stuff when they were kids. I mean, maybe not so much now, but I know when I was a kid, I had everything under the sun for war-based toys. It makes no sense. And as you get older, the reason why I like airsoft is, one, mental health. Two, it gets me out of the house, gets me moving. And three, that right there, what you said, Prime Tech, I played airsoft as a kid without airsoft. I had sticks, or I had little plastic toys that were replicas that just made noise or fired darts. I mean, come on. Nerf guns are still a thing. If this was really that bad, we wouldn't have any projectile firing toys at all. But they exist, and they exist globally. So what you're fighting against is nothing. And the personal thought that people just don't like airsoft content because we're training revolutionaries. No, we're not. We're trying to escape reality. Let's just get down to brass tacks. That's what I do it for. It's the escape of reality and to do something else. It's video games in real life. That's what it is. I mean, it's a very expensive one, but it is what it is. Now, so I'm not rambling on one little thing of this video consistently, because I've been kind of going on this one thing for a little bit. What was that? But anyway, so next thing. One thing that kind of threw me for a loop is, you know how, we tag airsoft replica in our videos. Now, this is something that Scott also tagged on. We put airsoft replica, we put the disclaimers and all that stuff. Guess what, guys? That don't matter. In fact, putting airsoft replica, because now that I think about it, yes, I've already watched this video, but I just finished the format of the shorts as is, because I tagged every short with airsoft replica that I released. That don't matter. The disclaimers don't matter. In fact, he said that more than likely it gives them the chance to screw you over easier. So I'm going to start ditching disclaimers, because they don't matter at all. So that's something for you. If you still feel the need to put in a disclaimer or a caveat, go for it. That's fine. But I think I'm going to stop, because if that doesn't matter and I'm going to get screwed regardless, I'm just going to get screwed. um, Wow, the comments are flowing in tonight, guys. You were chatting up a storm. Again, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, I've been tagging the big comments as much as possible as they pop up that are relevant to current thing. But if you really, really, really want me to say something, even if it's not a question, it's just a statement to what's going on, just go ahead and put a Q in front of it so it's easier for me to see. Guys, that is critical. If you want me to read your stuff off, please put like a Q in front of it so it's easier for me to see. Now, moving on. With all that doom gloomness of the negativity being said and done, and, you know, disclaimers don't matter, does YouTube want to suppress Airsoft or get rid of Airsoft? And overwhelmingly, it sounds like every question and every person that Scott talked to who is in the industry and in the know, no, they don't want to. It's just those small groups of people, I guess. But for the overall most point, the content gets them ad revenue, which makes them money. Why would they want to get rid of Airsoft? But at the same time, they're kind of doing so by all the shadow banning and allowing people to interject personal politics and personal opinions into things. So why can't we, as an Airsoft community, now let's try to make this positive. Since they don't want to get rid of Airsoft, and they don't want to see us go to other platforms and make videos for Airsoft because they want us here, why doesn't YouTube come to the table with some of the largest Airsoft YouTubers and a bunch of other content creators for Airsoft and work with us on how they can improve the separation of 2A content and Airsoft content? Now, there's a thing leading into this. Because if you do that, then it helps everybody in the long run and you can move on. Yes, I know a lot of advertisers don't want to be connected to anything to do with pew-pews. But can't we come to the table and have an understanding that these are toys and we're just people out playing a game, having a good old time? Because it was stated in the video that AI just looks at the shape, which is not fair. Why are you just looking at shape? Because it's AI. Okay, cool. You can train it to look for other things. But yeah, I would implore YouTube to come to the table, to the Airsoft community, and talk to Airsofters. Not just like a couple of large ones, but like a large swath of the Airsoft community, which is obviously going to encompass a lot of large ones. And let's just try to change stuff. Because here's another issue. 2A content creators have been using the look at my Airsoft replica to skirt AI, which is causing more problems for us. So again, YouTube, come to the table. Bring the Airsoft community together. I know I'm a small channel, and I am nothing compared to some other content creators. But I'm not stupid. And I'm not a child. We can negotiate. We can talk stuff out. We can hash things out. I would really, really like to see that happen. But I highly doubt it's going to until Airsoft becomes a bigger thing. Now, this is where we're leading into the next thing. A lot of larger YouTubers or 2A content creators, the larger you are, you can pretty much just get by with almost whatever. Because video getting demonetized ain't going to take the hit because you have so many fans. Like, you got 1 million subscribers or something. You're not losing out on much. But the thing about limited look and, like, you know, not getting... And I'm not monetized at all. I'm still not even close to applying for monetization. But a lot of the monetized guys, Scott even stays in this video, he used to make a living off of Airsoft content creation. It brought him out of homelessness. Good job, bro. And then YouTube kneecapped him, and he's barely making anything off of it because it's airsoft content. That's not okay. You essentially just took somebody out of poverty, and now you're going to throw them right back into it. Yeah, great job. Again, terrible human beings by allowing AI to just dictate what happens. That is something that also infuriated me. It's not about would I like to make money doing this so I didn't have to work a normal job? Yeah, it would be great. Do I expect on that ever happening? No. I went into this knowing that. But to hear about somebody who's been around for a long time doing this, who was lifted out of homelessness because of YouTube, and then they just turn around a few years later and just give him the finger? Dude, that is not okay. Granted, he's not an employee, but at the same time, you guys do realize, and this could, I'll even state this to all these human appealers, to people that make money off of making videos, what you are doing is essentially killing them by putting them back into poverty and potentially making them homeless, and they lose everything that they built up. Again, terrible human beings. That's what that says to me. What the hell? Why? Like, give me a definitive reason that doesn't include your personal opinion on politics or anything like that. Like, for real. Oh, I gotta. Guys, you guys are printing off paragraphs. Like I said, if you want me to read something off or really get focused on it, you got to put a Q in front of it. I'm going to roll back a little bit, take a breather, because I'm getting heated. We got one from Rusty here. We had a cop that would intentionally pull over airsofters and harass them with vehicle searches. And yes, he was eventually let go, and it took a while until the local police did anything. That sounds like people were not reporting that officer. You could report claims of harassment very quickly and very easily. That also sounds like an internal thing. Glad he got fired. That is not okay. Get a lawyer if that ever happens to you. Even though my YouTube is nothing but or something 4x4 remote control cars, movies, still get half-naked girls showing their recipe for the question. I agree, Cage, but YouTube is pushing. Wait, what? I like that idea, even if TV, airsoft TV. I agree, Cage. YouTube is pushing the tech more and more by posting of real steel using airsoft tag. What's the answer? I think the answer is they need to relearn Ghost. I think the answer to yeah, you guys, that's a lot. I can't scroll through all of that right now. But I agree, Cage, but if YouTube is pushing the tech more and more with posting of real steel using airsoft as a tag, what's the answer? The answer is that you punish the real steel and you leave airsoft alone. That is what you do. Period. You retrain the AI to start looking for things that would... And the thing is it's so hard with airsoft because replicas look so real. But there are certain things on real steel that are not on airsoft guns. Boo, I shouldn't have said that. Airsoft replicas. Period. And it can be differentiated. But if you... Also, if you're going to use AI predominantly, you really, 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 really need to dial that in. Really need to dial that in. Because you're arbitrarily hurting way too many people. But yeah, it's... it's just I mean, I didn't expect to get kind of this flustered over this video, but after rewatching it and speaking about it and actually giving my opinion on what was said in Scott's video, I just, as somebody who served in the military, this is a slap in the face. Period. Because America was not, America, the U.S., the great country that we live in, was not founded on censorship. In fact, they don't like, I mean, depends on who you talk to, but again, this is interjecting personal political opinion. Censorship is bad, because what happens when you censor things? People become uneducated, and they fear what they don't know. Unnecessarily. How do you conquer your fears? You face them, and you learn about them. Like, and the more you uneducate people on things, the less progression we have. And we start to regress. So, why censor things just because you don't like it? You're not looking at the context of things. Again, I can revert back to earlier in the live of what I said. Context is huge when it comes to all of these things. Now, a big reason why a lot of airsoft stuff gets flagged, especially gameplay footage, in this sense is, as they state in the video, it's because it's showing simulated violence. I get it. That I get, but at the same time, if, like they state in the video, if movies and video games are completely untouchable because of how protected they are, what's the deal? And the thing is, I could still go online on YouTube and find real violence faster than airsoft content. That is a problem. If you are going to be double standarding all of this, you're already failing. Okay, we got another one. Question. When I got into airsoft, I was going to make videos and almost did, but then I heard how airsoft gets attacked and didn't know what I was doing and didn't want to get banned or copyright, etc. Jaw, do yourself a favor. Don't let that hinder you, because what you're doing right there is not educating yourself. By just hearing about things and then assuming that you're just, I'm too scared. Dude, that is the wrong way. That's how you let this cycle continue. Educate yourself. Learn how to do stuff. Start making content. Be smart about it, dude. That right there is part of the problem. Oh, I don't want to because it... No, dude. No. This is where I'm going to do one of the great classic sayings. If you think just because hearing about how it's attacked deterred you from making content because you're scared of something, dude, nut up or shut up. Do it. I'll flat out tell you, nut up or shut up. Get on it, start making content. Go watch Scott's video. Click the link down below and learn some things. It's not like you can skirt the system, but also if you're going in thinking that you're going to make money on it, no, you're not. If you're going in to make content, to try to be a good content creator, go make content, dude. I'm sorry to sound a little aggressive about it, but that right there is part of the problem. I heard and I'm scared. Nah. Step up. Make content, man. Educate yourself. That's how I did all this. I learned everything on my own. I learned the algorithm. I learned the system. I learned the yays or nays. And I'm still learning. But don't sit back and just be, I got scared because I heard. That's part of the problem. You're continuing the cycle of fear. That's what it is. That is why airsoft keeps on getting in. And with this whole video, that is the overarching theme that I got from it is the reason why airsoft gets shut down so much is out of unmitigated, uneducated fear. Stop it. Educate yourself. Move on. Like, now, let me get into one more point from Scott's video, and then I want to move on to my personal theories on how we can help. Now, and Ghost apparently wanted me to read this out. He specifically made sure that there was a Q in for this, so I can read this out, and it is a quote: "Censorship is to art as lynching is to justice." Henry Louis Gates. 100% true. 100% true. And the more that it is allowed to happen, the worse it's going to get. So I think YouTube needs to start stopping it. And people who interject their personal opinions and personal political views need to be removed from whatever company does reviewing or YouTube themselves. Not okay. Not okay at all. I've never once interjected my personal political ideals on any of you guys, and I never will. Y'all are independent thoughts and thinkers. But one more thing. So, as an educational piece, I kind of danced around a lot of this video, but I hit what I think was the most infuriating and wrong that I pulled from Scott's video. There is a lot more. A lot more. Trust me, it's 110 minutes long. It's a lot. It is an info dump, but it is worth the watch. And please pay attention and don't hang on the negative. Don't hang on the negative, because I've only seen one other person do a reaction video on this so far, and they hung on the negative. That's not what I want to do here. So, moving forward, just so you know, this was confirmed. Using certain terms and words related to airsoft replicas that connect to real steel. Stop using them. Notice how I try to say replica as much as possible, or as Scott says, replica or piece. Stick to that. Because if you say RAFLE, I'll just say rifle, gun, pew, anything that is direct connection to like a 2A content, stop saying it. Stop saying it. Say replica, say piece, something like that. Don't cuss as much. I have a terrible habit of cussing, but I try to curb it as much as possible, and I've cut back a lot more. Family friendly, I don't know how much of that I'm actually going to be, but family friendly content is what they're looking for. Essentially, moving forward, how we fix these things. How do we stop the shadow banning from happening? How can we Plasma, I'm not calling you out directly. But no, seriously, the cussing will get you flagged. Lots of cussing will get you flagged. Especially certain words, actually. But how can we fix this? How can the airsoft community as a whole, or what I think the airsoft community as a whole can do to fix this? It's a multi-stage prong approach. But one, we shame and stop all mag dump videos, cheater videos, clickbait stuff. That is a big knock against airsoft. Stop doing it. Stop mag dumping people. Stop hurting people and getting it on video. Stop cheating intentionally to get arguments out of people. Stop getting into fights on airsoft field just to get content that's spicy. Stop it. It makes you look immature and frankly stupid. Um, so just stop. Stop with the mag dump. Stop with the cheating. Stop with that stuff. Stop. Focus on making good gameplay content. Focus on making informative gameplay content. Focus on making informative airsoft content, because the more educational and informative you are, the better off you're going to be. The better off the whole community is going to be, and the bigger we can get this to go, and YouTube will get off our back. So, good, informative content, or just really good gameplay. Like, it don't, you know, you just try. Just try a little bit. Rusty. So ban kicking Mustang videos, Roger. That will eliminate half of the bad videos. No. I wholeheartely disagree with that statement. Kicking Mustang may be kind of a prick, but no. Some of his content ain't bad. But he's not what I think of when I think of that. Also, they even state in the video, meme softing, that's also bad. Seriously. You believe me or not, go watch Scott's stuff. Like, that's all wrapped in the same stuff. You want to say ban half the videos? You want me to go run down the list? Why don't you ban all the fake airsoft content creators? And I'll get into that on a different day. But cheating videos, mag dumping, anything that shows violence, and fortunately, kicking Mustang does make people bleed. So yeah, he'd have to go, or he'd have to stop, because personally, I stopped watching kicking Mustang videos, just because, one, I don't like seeing people get hurt in airsoft, and you going out and hurting people is not okay, dude. And if you ever watch this, Kicking Mustang, please go out and just play without having to hurt people. Come on, dude. You can do better than that. It's just, like I said, if you haven't seen Scott's video, go and watch it. And he states how much, you know, cheating, and because, dude, it may be inevitable. Plasma, I see your comment there. It may be inevitable, but it is avoidable. And how we can curb that is we can collectively. Now, I'll say this flat out. Every time I go in and see new airsoft videos or see a smaller airsoft content creator, whether it's a clickbait title or not, I go through and watch it, and I see the context of it. Now, cheater videos, like when Dutch the Hooligan does a cheater video, where he's using his video to oust the person for being a cheater and use it as proof during game that he was cheating. That's okay. He's not making it for clickbait, but he's showing you how not to play the game. People that make cheater videos just to make a cheater video, that's not okay. Like the compilations of cheaters and airsoft, you know, no, dude, that's not what you're going after. And what we can do as an airsoft community is thumb downs those videos. If it's a cheater video, give it a thumbs down. Block them. Don't subscribe, because I don't. If I see you have cheater videos on your page, I will not subscribe to you. I essentially almost subscribe to every single airsoft channel I come across. But if I see you have a single cheater video or a mag dump video or a I cause pain because it's fun video, I will not subscribe to you. Period. I will not support you, and I will tell other people to stay away from your channel. It's not cool. Guys, we need to come together collectively as a community, and stating the it is what it is propagating the problem. What we need to do is be a positive change. That's what I've tried to do with my channel as much as possible, be as positive as I can. And how we can be a bigger, better airsoft community. Because as I came back into airsoft, essentially, it's been super awesome to me. The community's been great. I've made a lot of really good friends. I've learned a lot of really good stuff. And I want to keep that going, and I want to keep it growing. So we as a whole, as the airsoft community, need to come together and be better. Prop each other up, support each other in every which way possible. Regardless of if we leech, quote unquote, subscribers from somebody else's channel. It's not leeching, we're sharing subscribers because we're growing the community. Anybody who doesn't let their fan base share their content, like on their Discord or on their pages or wherever you have social media connected to Airsoft with this, anybody who doesn't let you share your content on their pages or Discord or whatever, as an Airsofter, I think is wrong. That's why I have a share your content section in my Discord. So, because I want to see your stuff. I want to see everybody's stuff. I want to see your shorts. I want to see your long forms. I want to see your gameplay. I want to see your reviews. Share it, because I'll subscribe, and then somebody else will subscribe. And whether I'm subscribed to your channel plus like 4 other people, and, you know, who cares? You can subscribe to my channel plus everybody else's. It's okay. We can all support each other. You don't have to pay a membership on every single one. Just the subscription to the channel helps. Liking the videos helps. Also, what else can we do to fix this, guys? Work with retailers, airsoft retailers. Work with YouTubers. Smaller YouTubers. Bigger YouTubers. All YouTubers. Any YouTubers that do airsoft content. If they make relatively decent stuff that is not clickbait, not cheap videos, reach out to them. Try to... I'm not saying give every single person a sponsorship. No. But try to give them hope that if they do better, like Airsoft GI has brought me on their lives to have conversations with me a couple different times. I am super grateful for that because I've seen growth out of it. And I really appreciate it. Isaiah, boss man, if you guys want to have me on another live, please, anytime. Anytime. I would love to have you guys on the channel here. But that right there, reaching out to your community, grabbing your fan base, pulling them into the conversation, and sharing it with everybody else. That right there. And it's not just Airsoft GI. Amped. Any airsoft retailer out there potentially that sees this. Airsoft GI, Amped Airsoft, Evic, Fox Airsoft. I'll even talk to you. Airsoft Atlanta, Filato Airsoft, any airsoft company, any airsoft manufacturer, any one of you, please reach out to your fellow airsoft community members that buy product from you constantly and talk to them. Have them on a live. Do some sort of thing involving the community outside of just having events. Because the tighter knit that we get, the bigger this will get, and then YouTube will get off our backs. I mean, it just baffles me that all of these airsoft retailers, manufacturers, and everything, yeah, I get you're trying to sell your products, but work with the community, man. I could say this for all, especially the airsoft retailers. Work with the community. And not just the big YouTubers. Big, medium, small, in between. And I'm not trying to like specially get any special favoritism treatment. No, I don't want... If it's not me, somebody else. Please, somebody else. Pick up another YouTuber. Pick up, go talk to them. Like, even if you just have them in a live and have a little Q&A with them. That's all it takes. Because it just shows that you care that much more. That we all work together to make the airsoft community a bigger and better place. That's why I do the Council of Airsoft Dudes now. Because I want to hear from everybody. I really do. I want opinions on everything. Even though they might be hot takes or unpopular opinions or whatever the theme is going to be. I want to hear from everybody. I don't care. Big, small, in between. If you have 1 subscriber, and you ask to be on the Council of Airsoft Dudes, I'll bring you on. I don't care. But I just think it's we need to work together, guys. We need to really work together as a large scale community. I don't know how else I can say it. Airsoft can be a great, amazing thing, and content can flow uncensored if we all just be better and work together. I don't know how else I can say it. Sorry for getting a little heated on this, but I'm kind of passionate about it, if you can't tell. I really want this to grow and be a huge thing. I'm gonna quote Ghost on this of what he always says. I would love to see Airsoft be almost like on a national sport level with competitions and everything. I would like it to be accepted by people as another sport for fun, because it's a great escape. It's a blast. And I hate that it is so censored and so just looked down upon just because they look real. You're training revolutionaries. No, you're not getting the context. You're not paying attention. You're just observing from the outside with zero education. So, yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. I guess this was kind of like my big old rant, but at the same time, with this video that Scott made, Scott, yet again, thank you for making this video. It helped me a lot and immensely. He said that everybody does a reaction to it, he will watch, so I know eventually he will see this. I want out of this video, and I want everybody to see it and educate themselves to make the airsoft community better, so they get off our backs, so we can make content and not worry about our videos being seen or not. I want airsoft content creators that that want to make a living off this to be able to make a living off this. It was possible at one time. Why can't we have that again? I want to use the channel to buy land to build a field so there's another spot for people to play airsoft. That's what I want to do with any money that comes from the channel. I've said this many, many times before here on the channel. YouTube isn't just me, I want to quit my job and make airsoft content. No, I want to quit my job, manage an airsoft field with store, and throw awesome events and have an awesome airsoft community. That's what I want to do. YouTube would just be a launch pad into that. I wouldn't be making money solely on YouTube. No. Eventually, it would be make the money from YouTube to buy the field, to build the field, based on your support. All of your support. It wouldn't just be me, because it would be your support, your memberships, your subscriptions that take me to that level to build that field for you. It's not just for me, it's for all of you. Because there's not enough airsoft throughout the U.S., and I think it would be an amazing thing if we had more of it. So, thank you, Ghost. Yes, please make sure to hit that like button. I didn't expect for this to get so heated, but I just let the emotions flow on it, because sometimes that's what you got to do, guys. Don't go, it is what it is. Try to be the better change. Let's come together as a community. Let's fix this. Again, Scott, when you watch this, if you go all the way through, please, if you ever want to reach out. Instagram, Discord, comments here on the channel, whatever. I appreciate you, bro. Please keep it up. I do not want to see you go. Please. Thank you for making this video and spending the vast, large amount of time to make it. severely educational. I learned a lot from it on how I can change as a airsoft content creator to be better. Still working on it, but thank you. To everybody in Ghost, thank you for thanking Lady Emery Draven. Thank you, Plasma. I love your content, and I want you to keep going, brother. I really do, and I appreciate what you do for content. Obviously, I've kind of sort of been in a couple of your videos, but yeah, it's people like Plasma, people like Ghost, like all you guys that make content that's great, educational, and fun. Keep it going, guys. Let's keep the word spreading. Let's make Airsoft a great, amazing community that won't get shut down by YouTube. Let's make this separation of bad Airsoft YouTubers can go. Good Airsoft YouTubers can stay. Ghost, like you said, please make sure to hit the like button, guys. Share this with your friends. Share this with all your YouTubing buddies. Go and click the link if you haven't watched Scott's video of his expose of YouTube. Please do. And in closing, YouTube. I know somebody out there is going to watch this and go, I don't like you. Stop it. Be better. Review videos based off terms of service and community guidelines. Not your personal opinion, not your political beliefs. Just based off of those. And you'll be a better platform. Yes, some people are trying to leave, but everywhere else sucks. So please, just be better. And come to the table and talk to us. Airsoft YouTubers, we're more than willing to chit-chat to try to fix things. So come to the table, let's fix things. Okay? Please? Just asking. Do better. Come to the table. Let's just end on a positive note, guys. So, 1. Sheboygan, April 12th and 13th, Task Force Shrubbery Meetup. I hope to see you guys there. You heard the spiel at the beginning. It's going to be a great time. Come out, get your Task Force Shrubbery patch. Join the Discord. Support the channel. Get your merch. And also, I mentioned this earlier with the Council of Airsoft Dudes. If you guys liked that last episode, guess what? I got another one coming. March 19th, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time will be the next episode of the Council of Airsoft Dudes here on Talkin' Tactical, where I will get a council of people across the airsoft spectrum. And this one, we are going to do airsoft hot takes / unpopular opinions. Bring your A game, because already I am hearing some things from some people that they have thought for questions or opinions that are pretty spicy. We're going to keep it civil, but please go ahead and bring them spicy questions. If you want to be on the panel for the Council of Airsoft Dudes on March 19th, reach out to me on Discord or Instagram through a DM. Let me know that you're available, and I just tell you this, if you want to be on this one, come up with like 3-ish different hot takes, just in case somebody else takes one of them. You know, come up with a few different ones, but I want everybody on the panel to bring at least one really good hot take / unpopular opinion, or thought process like that, you know. But if you guys want to be a part, let me know. Hit me up on Discord or Instagram, and we will put your name down for the Council of Airsoft Dudes on March 19th at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Right? Sounds good? Can't wait for it. It's going to be a blast. Otherwise, I will see you guys Monday night at 8 p.m. for the next episode of Gaming with Squirrely Nuts, where we will dive back into Onimusha Warlords. I love that game, and I hope you guys do too. But until next time, guys, like I always say, never ever forget your battle cry. Nee! And I appreciate every single one of you. Amazing, beautiful, wonderful people. I'll see you later, guys. Peace.